Hi, everybody. Josephine Ghiringhelli, psychic medium. Today is October 28th, Wednesday. I will be talking about creative visualization. And so, as I begin, what is creative visualization? Why do we need that in our lives? What will we accomplish by using that? And is that something that is quite accessible to us? And the answer to all of that is yes, yes, yes. And it is very important. And the reason, I don't want to put up the first picture here. If you guys want to take out your phones, because a lot of the pictures are really pretty and coordinate beautifully with the subject matter. So, creative visualization, it is really the ability for us to use our own intuitive minds. I call it always a pictorial Bible, and for us to visualize what it is that we want in our lives and then to create that through our own thoughts. And here we go. Okay, there is such a delay. Okay, and I just thought this was such a beautiful picture. Creative visualization, it is through our own minds that we create what it is that we choose to have in our lives. So, if you look, you'll be using the third eye, you'll be using the conscious mind. You certainly will be using the logical mind too, because it is quite the combination of both. It is the balance between the psychic mind, the logical mind, our thought forms in any way, shape, or form that what we want to bring into our lives, who, what, where, when, that we want to bring into our lives. So the knowing that you have the ability to create, whether it be hypothetically a new job or a new person in your life, or to have healing, friendship, love, unconditional love, guidance, all of what it is that your hopes, your dreams, your wishes are, that hold near and dear in your heart, is what you want to create through your own visualization, which is really going to come through you. There isn't anybody else that could do this but you. And once you know that you have the power to unleash your thought forms, to go out into the universe through our own energy, through your own energy, to create what it is that you want in your life, it is really quite exciting. And it really is also through your own faith. You have to truly believe it's the intention behind the motion of creating what it is that you want to draw into your life. It's abundance on all levels. So the abundance is psychologically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and of course, financially, because so many people, especially in this time, this very difficult time, are hurting, are hurting. And hi, Susan. How are you? So glad to have you a part of this evening's creative visualization. And so I'm going to put up the next picture, because I'd like to put up the picture of a book that I highly, highly recommend. And this author is near and dear to me, has always been, from when I was actually from when I was a teenager, when I was very young. And I feel that this book is one of the best. I'm going to be putting up actually two books that I highly recommend. And this one is by, and I know there is a delay, but this one is by Shakti Gwain, and she uses creative visualization. The creative visualization, this is the workbook. There is another one that I will be putting up, but this is a workbook, which is always the comprehensive formulation of the pages that you will have before you, that you can write as you create your vision of what you want your life to become. Then you will turn the page, put your hopes, wishes, dreams, and then as time, you want to, actually, it's like a journal in a sense, and you want to put the date that you put that in there. And then as you go and move forward through you putting out into the universe what it is that you want, you will see the accomplishments right before your eyes. A lot of people when you journal, you will be able to follow what it is that you create. And it truly is through you allowing your positive thoughts to go out into the universe in such a strong way, using your own faith, using the third eye, using the crown chakra, all of the above, all the different energy centers, which we have talked about, to create that path. I'm going to put up the next book. She's wonderful. She is one of my favorite authors. I think that she's absolutely amazing. And let me take that one down and put okay. So she has quite a number of books that are out, by the way, Shakti Gawain, and I just feel that she is exceptional. And if you look at this second book, which I'm not quite sure when this came out, but it is her way of allowing you to use different techniques in order to bring forth into your life that with which you desire. So it's creating visualization, creative visualization, and using your own power, your own imagination to create what you want in your life. And that is really the secret of empowering yourself, and to trust and to know and believe that you have this power within you. And so, the thing is, if you change your thought forms, if you change the way you think, the ticker tape, I always say this to my clients, if you change the ticker tape in your mind and you make it in a very positive and creative way, then you will therefore draw to you positive energy. And also, this is really very important, that you surround yourself with people that are very positive and loving, and that will bring to your life all positive and loving energy. Because that how many of you know that the people that you bring into your life are the people that will influence you in your life? How many people here know that? Hi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Florida. Welcome, everybody. I am looking here. Let me just see. These comments are going by so. Okay. Oh, gee. Okay. I just saw this. I just want to let you know. Um, I am so sorry for your loss, your mother-in-law, and then three days later, your dad. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. Hard enough that you lost your mother-in-law, and then 3 days later to lose your dad. They are in my thoughts and prayers. That's for sure. Um, I'm not sure where you're located. If you're actually coming tomorrow to my show, to the large group reading at Nefertandi's, I hope that you are. And if you are, then perhaps they will, come through. And no matter what, whether you're able to go or not, you're in my thoughts and prayers. Um, please know that. Oh, hi, Bambi. How are you? Hi, Christina, Maria, Cheryl. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So Teresa is making the comment, and I appreciate any questions you might want to ask me or any comments that you might have. That, whoever you surround yourself with in your life is going to have an influence on you, on your demeanor, on your consciousness, on your emotions. Because if you are around people that are very negative, that's definitely going to bring your energy level, your vibrational energy down. Yes. Okay. So you're in Central Islip, by the way. So I hope that you can. It's Smithtown, by the way. Tomorrow, the group reading that I'll be doing. I think they have 7 seats left open, but I'll be there again. I'm going to be there again in January. Uh, I'm so sorry. I see the losses that are on here, and my heart goes out to all of you in my thoughts and prayers. Let me put on here also some of the tools in which we can use. I love this one. So I am going to put on This is really interesting, and this is so true. And the reason I picked this particular picture is because if you look at, and I'm going to address that, Shannon, and most definitely, hopefully, when this picture comes up, I chose this because I thought it was so accurate. You look and you see here this little kitty cat, and then you see the shadow behind the cat that is a lion. And our thoughts create our fearlessness. So if you allow yourself to feel that you are the lion when you are, just because you are a cat doesn't mean that you're not a lion or have the strength of a lion, the mane of a lion, the influences of a lion, the confidence of a lion. And that's a key to this. It's your confidence level and how you approach a particular situation that allows you to stand strong in your convictions. Okay, I understand. Okay. Okay, so Shannon is saying, how can I tell if there's negative energy or maybe it's sometimes my own? Okay, excellent question. Keep those questions coming because I will address that. Really important. So, how can you tell if it's your own negative energy or maybe it's sometimes if it's theirs or yours? Okay, the way in which you can do that actually is number one, you have to assess how are you feeling. You want to ask yourself certain questions. You want to ask, how am I feeling? How did I wake up? What mood did I wake up in this morning? You very precise questions. And, look at yourself. Are you a happy based person? Do you normally feel centered? And when this person or people enter into your life, do you find that all of a sudden you feel like your energy is down or you feel depressed or you feel melancholy? And I'm going to take that a step further because if you find that with a certain set of people that you feel that when they enter into the room, you are dreading it. You are dreading them coming. You're dreading them visiting you. You want to stand firm. You want to stand firm in what you and who you choose to have in your life. And yes, that is very true. It's out with the old, in with the new, out with the old thought forms, in with the new positive, loving, strong forms, which can change your life. Now, I also want to say this, that when I look here, I'm just going to, okay. Are there ways to send loved ones' spirits to others? Lost my cousin, would like him to visit his mom's. Yeah, yes, and Kenz, I think I'm pronouncing that, Kenz. Hi, welcome. Keep sharing, everybody, because I think you're new to seeing the classes, my psychic and spiritual development classes. And yes, if you visualize, you can just like we can have, last week I did Reiki, absentee healings, you can certainly send to your loved one who you feel may need the visitation of another soul to bring their energy up. Yes, you can do that. Once again, remember, it's the faith, it's the belief system that you have. So it's very encouraging to be able to do that because sometimes people can't do that for themselves. And by you helping them, that will make all the difference in the world. And Janice is asking, how how do you avoid negative thoughts? And number one, the biggest way is who you surround yourself with. And also remember metaphysical tools. We talked about that, but I'll reiterate it again. If you are obsessing, which every single one of us has done, but the way in which I apply for myself and works beautifully, and I've taught to so many of my clients and people who come in to see me for readings. I just told a client the other day who came in, trying to raise her energy level, that when you feel you're obsessing or you feel a negative thought or you feel fear and you know the fear is unwarranted, cancel, cancel, say that out loud. And so when you say cancel, cancel, it's one of my favorites, it will stop that thought form dead in its tracks. And that's exactly what you want to do. So just remember, even if you have to say cancel, cancel, it doesn't matter how many times you have to say it. You just keep saying that until, so it'll stop that thought form at that moment in time. But if you find that it's coming back, it's infiltrating back into your mind, then you want to say that again, cancel, cancel, and it will stop that from creating that wave of negativity. And so remember, that could be self-induced as well. So you want to, the reason I put this wonderful picture up is because if you look, Shakti Gawain, one of her wonderful tools that she does it when you read the book, and hopefully you can, or you're able to, you can, it's almost like, that the little bubble thing. So you put the little stick in there and then you blow the bubble out, which is what this looks like. If you have a negative thought that you feel that you need a little bit more assistance to take that out of your consciousness, use this as very simple, very accurate, very positive. It works. And it's very simple to do. Even if you visualize in your mind's eye your energy, let's say, if you want to put the word fear, sadness, low energy, anything you want to create and get rid of out of your consciousness, blow it inside that bubble into the universe. That's why they use the sky over here. And then just in your mind's eye, just see it dissipate, see it flowing into the universe and dissipating. You can actually even take your pointer finger, this is the authority finger, and just pop it. And therefore, you know it is out of your consciousness. And this works. It's a very, very, very visual tool, and it works. Yes. So a few of you are asking me where am I going to, and you're very welcome. But a few of you are asking me, where am I going to be tomorrow? Look on my website, josephineg.com. I will be at Napper Tandy's tomorrow. And that's in Smithtown. I believe I think they only have 7 seats left, but I'll be there again in January. So if you can come tomorrow, that would be great. If you're not able to come tomorrow, just make sure you call and put yourself, because it'll fill up really quickly, put yourself on the next list. Okay. All right. So I'm going to address this question. How can I help my children and husband to release any negative attachments? Sometimes we are attached to the negativity through outside influences. So if you yourself, I mean, certainly you could speak to them and give them these metaphysical tools, but you can also remember whatever you feel is going on within them that's negative, use this particular tool to put it into the bubble, send it out into the universe, and for it to be used for positive energy so it can be dispersed. And that will help them. You can also use the Reiki. Remember last week I did the Reiki, so you could Reiki them. You could do absentee healing to help them as well. Okay, so Linda is saying, hi, 2 days ago, a candle holder broke in half. And, okay, I'm going to put up the next picture. Hold on. Just hold on one moment. Okay, so let me go back to your question. Okay, so Linda is saying, hi, 2 days ago, a candle holder broke in half evenly. It was right under my dad's picture. I never used it. Never fell. What can it mean? What can it mean for something to happen that it was given to me by a friend that too passed away? Okay, so I'm going to say this. What I feel, we're going to address this picture next, but what I feel is that, especially it's by a candle holder, the candle is actually, spirits are attracted to the light. So when you light a candle, believe me, they are because they're in the light, so they're attracted to it as well. But I believe it's by your father. You said, okay. So it's your dad's way, and it is your friend's way also to let you know that they are there for you, that they are watching over you. For you to have it by the candle, by the way, you're bringing in very positive energy. So, and then you also have to address if there's something that's going on in your life yourself that you are seeking guidance. Perhaps you are asking or talking to your dad and asking him for advice or insight. So, it is their way to let you know that they are hearing you, that they are answering you, that they are surrounding you, and that they are there for you. Um, and there is also a grandmother figure. As you're asking me this, the grandmother figure is there as well. So I'm not sure if that's your mother's mother or your father's mother, but there's a grandmother figure also that's saying she's around you as well. I'm so sorry for these losses. I mean, it really breaks my heart to hear this. Um, Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Continue to come to the classes. All of them are listed on the events page. Some of you are asking me, what are the ones that are coming up? They are all on the events page. I believe next week is going to be automatic writing. So I put up this picture, and it's how to use creative visualization with your vision board. And I want to speak about that. I'm very glad. See, now by you sharing, continue to share as I'm teaching. Kelly is saying she found these classes. So welcome, welcome. And as you continue to share, other people are going to find this as well. So I appreciate that. Um, okay, so I'm going to address this. So someone is saying, Shanna is saying the house I currently began working at is haunted by the man's deceased wife. Is her energy good, or should I protect myself? Well, let me begin by saying this. We should always protect ourselves, always. That goes without saying. You always want to keep yourself surrounded by the white light, and be mindful. You're using the word haunted. Um, Maybe occupied is a better word. I don't feel any negativities, but you always want to surround yourself with the white light. Sometimes haunted means a person is like trapped there, and they're having a hard time finding themselves getting out of that space. So, but always surround yourself with the white light, and surround the house with white light of healing energy and protective energy. And you always want to psychic self protect yourself anyway. Um, Good. I'm glad you're going to try that, Janice. Let me look to see if there's any more questions before I go on to this next picture. Okay, awesome. Kristen is asking, can I write it on a chalkboard, cancel, as a reminder if experiencing anxiety, which I have a lot of? Oh my, I am so glad you asked that, because yes, we always want to have reminders. Yes, yes, and yes. Write it down on a chalkboard, which is a great idea because it's instant. You can erase it and you could put it back up again. And that's the same thing as affirmations. We definitely want to use affirmations as well. If you have affirmations like on the mirror or someplace when you get up that you see it, that's going to help intensely, tremendously, actually, to disperse of anxiety, stress, negativity, all of that. So having a reminder is awesome and very positive. So, um, okay, and I'm going to, okay, Anna, how do you get things to show up in your mind's eye clearly and stay there, because I get flashes, but it goes too fast to see? Okay, so, stay with that. So next week is going to be automatic writing. That's one of the tools. I will go deeply into that, ask you a question again next week. But, to answer that now, you want to stay with something. So if you're visualizing in your mind's eye and then you see a flash of something and you say it dissipates, but go back to that moment, that fraction of a moment. Don't do anything else, but go to that moment of what you saw in that flash of in the fraction of a second. And then Analyze it, put it down, write it down. It may not make sense to you at that moment, but it certainly will later on. Okay. How do you, I'm going to answer this for you, Kelly. How do you release panic and anxiety around COVID? Excellent question. I just lost my grandma. I'm so sorry for your loss. And it is hard to function, terrible anxiety to getting virus and dying, also feeling guilt that she was there and hadn't she been, would still be here. How do I release this? Um, and then you go on to say she was in a nursing home. My mother had spinal surgery and it was about to also go to the rehab. Very scary. And yes, of course it is very scary, but how do you really, and I'm so sorry, so very sorry for your loss, but how do you release panic and anxiety around COVID? First of all, when you do your meditation, way back, I did the meditation class. You might want to go look at that on YouTube. Take a look at that meditation, stress relief. You know, these are several classes that I've done. You might want to go there and look. But to answer you right now at this moment, you want to do you want to breathe in deeply in through the crown chakra, into the solar plexus, out through the mouth. Stop, look, and listen and breathe. And allow yourself to say affirmations. I am calm. I am fine. I am okay. I am healthy. I am feeling better and better. I am feeling relaxed. All these things are self-implementation that you have to do for yourself, especially with the COVID, that a lot of people are locked in. A lot of people are not able to get out. So you definitely want to give yourself all this positive feedback. If you look at this picture, how to use creative visualization with your vision board. The vision board, I'm talking about affirmations, but the vision board, which I am going to put up right this moment, and then I'm going to continue to go down and look at any other questions. Okay, so I just put up the vision board. You'll see that in a moment. Definitely, of course, surround yourself with the white light. Use sage. You can light the candles. Anything with light brings in positive energy. And you only want to allow positive, loving spirits that are in. And you want to say your prayer, that's for sure. Remember, we talked about, I did the class on creating your altar. These are all on YouTube. Josephine Ghiringhelli, Psychic Medium. Go there, press following, and make sure you press the bell, subscribe, and the bell. You have to do that, and then you'll get future notifications as well. There's going to be a lot of interesting things there, so make sure that you do that. Yes. Yes, Shannon, I'm glad. You know, we have to be very mindful of the verbiage that we use. Occupied, yes. Visiting, yes. But, you know, haunted, you know, that always has a negative connotation. So that's good. I'm glad that you recognize that. Okay, so now when I say I'm going, the next question I'm going to answer is what is the white light? But I want you to look at this vision board, because on the vision board, which if you get a hold of the book, The Secret, I will put that on, you know, in a few moments. This is such a fascinating subject matter, and I know the time is flying. So if you have any questions, you should put them down here, because very shortly, you know, I will be closing. You know, very soon I will be closing. So if you look at this, this is a vision board as an example. Dream big, the person. Time for relaxation. This person, of course, was experiencing anxiety and stress and all of that, and they were not doing well financially. So financial success, time for relaxation. You never want to put, please everyone hear me, this is extremely important. Please don't ever say, I will feel stress relief. I am going to. No, you always want to put it as if it's happening right now, because that's the universe saying, okay, so she has stress relief. That's what we have to send to her. I am feeling comfortable. I am feeling relaxed. I am feeling safe. I am feeling loved. I am surrounded by unconditional love. These are the affirmations you want to say that is happening now. That's a key, by the way, everybody. Please never put it that if you put it in the future, it's not going to come now. So that's a key. That's a universal truth. So when you're looking at this beautiful vision board, change is in the air and you're visualizing that and you're putting that out there and you're looking at this vision board every single day, wherever it is you want to put it, where you're going to see it always. So, create your own vision board, which is really important. And this is it's just a regular board that it doesn't matter what it is, you put it on, a large piece of paper, a small piece of paper, one of this size, it doesn't matter what the size is, but the bigger the better. And you want to utilize every single area on your board that you create on your vision board. When this is over, by the way, I'm going to put up some pictures. I taught a class, which I will be teaching another workshop, just so that you all know. I taught a workshop with the vision board. This was just before COVID hit. And the vision boards are really amazing. They give me permission. This is not one of my students, by the way, but my students gave permission to put up their vision board. So you might want to take a look at that. That's the reality of the students that I did have. So, make that board and put it where, you see it and you feel comfortable with it. Okay, so, oh, hi, Patsy. She's saying she enjoys these classes. I'm glad. She was originally from here in New York. She is now in Georgia. She saw me many times in New York, and she wishes that she would be able to be there tomorrow. I'll be at Napper Tandy's tomorrow, as it is the anniversary of my son's passing 16 years ago. My heart, my thoughts, my prayers are with you, Patsy. All that are here, you all know I lost my son as well. So I can honestly say that I know what you're going through. My son passed 11 years ago at 21 years old. So, my heart is broken for you, as it is for all of the um, moms and perhaps some of the dads that are on here anyway, but the moms that are on here that I see and clearly know that have lost your sons and daughters. My heart is with you. So, yes, and some of you are saying this is the perfect subject to be on for tonight because you were feeling a lot of anxiety and negativity and you want to keep that a distance away. That's for sure. I want to put on let me put on the next picture here for you to see. I'm only going to leave this up for a few moments because it's another vision board. It's another vision board, and I just think it's important to kind of get another idea of what another vision board could look like. It's an example, actually. So when you're looking at it, it's getting different magazines, whatever it is that you are attracted to that you want to create on your vision board. And this particular one, just an example, they are putting a name of a person that they missed very greatly, and they put the name on it because they want them to come back into their lives. They put traveling because they want to travel. So it's very literal, by the way. Your vision board is going to be very literal. It's going to be what you want in your life. And so I just changed it to the last picture, which is The Secret, which really is going to, if you get a chance to read that, an excellent book, but it tells you a lot about, the secret of life, which is the visualization and the vision board. And so, and The Secret, this is a wonderful book. I've read it several times and it's just amazing. So you might want to take a look at, try to get that if you can. So when I have visions, other people, loved ones are there to help. So you want to call forth, you want to say your prayer, you want to, the altar is created because we are human beings work very well through ritual. So if you have your candle, if you have your crystals, if you have your sage, um, your incense, whatever it is that you choose to have, the pictures of your loved ones that you love and miss so dearly. And you know that we all have those that we cherish and love and think of all the time. You want to visualize that. You want to have, like someone had asked that question, that the candle broke in half. Don't see it as a negative thing. Um, so that's a good way in which you could call them forth. Okay, so Bonnie, I want to say this because you did ask that question twice. What do I feel if I like something? If you feel like something is going to happen and your anxiety is very high, remember, cancel, light sage, clear your own energy centers, clear your own where you're around. A lot of people are, shut in. A lot of people can't get out. Whether you can get out or you can't get out, get yourself out of your own way. If you can get out and you're obsessing, get out of the house, go to the ocean, go to the water, take a walk in a park, go on a trail, do anything to get out of your own way if you're obsessing, okay? That will break those negative thoughts. Yes, and yes, you're sharing that a lot of times that you will see your loved ones in your dreams, and you're lucky that you remember your dreams. A lot of people don't. So, you have that, advantage of seeing them, and just keep up with that. We did the dream class as well. So take a look at that for those of you who are reading what she wrote. Take a look at the dream class again on my YouTube, Josephine Ghiringhelli, Psychic Medium. It's the whole class on that. It's quite magical, actually. So let me go back here. Keep those questions coming because I'm going to be closing in a few minutes. So if you want to ask something, now is the time. Please do so. But through creative visualization, you have your own power within yourself to create what it is that you choose in your life. I want to say this also. Remember, Saturday is Halloween. So the energy is very, very high. And a lot of people will say to me, oh my God, is that vortex open for negative energies? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You want to always see things in a very positive way. And when you protect yourself and surround yourself with the white light and trust, know, and believe, and use all of these wonderful metaphysical tools, you will keep yourself surrounded by all positive and loving energy. And I'm so glad, by the way, that I see a lot of you saying you're going to see me tomorrow. By the way, I will be at Napper Tandy's tomorrow. I think there's only 7 seats left. They may have been filled already, but I will be there next month. I will be there in January, third week in January. So that will be up on my website on josephineg.com. That will be up there. So for those of you many of you who I have not met and are going to be seeing me tomorrow do readings, I will be doing readings for the whole time. Afterwards, come up to me. There's going to be a lot of safety measures that are going to be taking place. But afterwards, I would like very much for you to come up to me and let me know that you take my classes, because that would be wonderful to meet you in person. And okay, so Deborah was saying, can I send a video to you of orbs in my daughter's house? You can always send pictures. I don't know that I'm going to have the time to answer it because actually I have hundreds of private messages in my Facebook. Unfortunately, I wish I could answer them all. I'm one person and there's so many more of you, and I always welcome you to come on. It's always so nice to see you. So, yes, I'll be very excited to meet you too, Kristen, tomorrow. So for those of you, I just want to let you know, I will be doing Napper Tandy's tomorrow in Smithtown. I will be doing Napper Tandy's in January in Smithtown. They have a very large restaurant, and they will be using many safety precautions there, so no worries about that. It'll be nice to see, people in flesh and blood. That'll be a wonderful thing. I will be starting my a different course, of course, with still waiting on the location, which will be coming through soon. So if you're local and you want to come in person, usually it's a very big class, but it will be cut in half. So a lot of times I may have 80 to 100 students, but it will be cut in half to between 40 and 50 students, depending on the location of what I get. So it'll be, in person. So if you want to be part of those classes, you must call to put yourself on the mailing list, because they do fill up really quickly. So you have to call 631-698-4089. Yes, I am doing, people are asking me, am I doing in-person readings aside from the phone and the Zoom? Yes, I am. That just started a few weeks ago. I will be taking people in the office in person. You come in with your mask, you sit down. There's a big safety distance between the both of us. And when you sit down, you take your mask off. Then when the reading is over, you put your mask back on. So yes, there are safety precautions, and it's a decent size reading room in my office. Okay, so I just want you to know my heart is with you. And whenever we send these hearts, my heart is with you, yours is with me, and all those that are on here. I am so looking forward to seeing all of you next week for automatic writing. It will be automatic writing. We have some just such amazing subject matters that are coming up that I'm always so excited about. I'm excited about all of them, but and next week you will know, you will be given tools to be shown how to use automatic writing, which is so essential to opening up your own intuitive third eye, crown chakra, psychic ability, intuitive juices, all of that by using automatic writing and all the tools and all of the subject matters that I have shared with you. Use that, and that will open up your inner vision, your third eye. So my heart to your heart, thank you so much. I love it when you send all these hearts. If you want to know, a few of you are asking me, how much do I charge for my readings? I don't talk about that when I'm doing my classes. Just go to josephineg.com, sidebar readings, and it will tell you everything there. Zoom reading, in-person reading, group readings, private readings, group reading in the home or in my office. All of that and all the prices are right there. You can always email when you go on josephineg.com. On the top of the home page is my email. The Sky Angels, jmjg@gmail.com. You can always do that. And yes, yes, and yes. Thank you, everyone. I am sending to you healing and love and light and all positive energy to you. And many of you I'll be seeing tomorrow. And I just am so, so looking forward to meeting you. And you have a great night as well. And God bless. Blessings to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.